Hi, we're Kev and Emma. 18 months ago we started a new adventure and bought a 57-foot narrowboat called Ripple. Why not join us and watch our highs and lows, the renovations and changes we've made, the clever storage that's been created, and find out what it's really like living and working full-time aboard a narrowboat with 2 dogs while exploring the waterways of our beautiful country.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I meant them, not you. I know how you are, Gilbert.
Good morning. We are leaving the Marina. Yay! We're going to see, the plan today is to get down through Crick Tunnel, stop the other side because Kev's got a meeting, a work meeting for a couple of hours, and then do the Watford locks. And our aim is, we'll be pleased
if we get off the Leicester line.
Yeah.
The first menace we've got to deal with is getting out this marina. Get the pack. I've got any room.
I mean, I'm sure that you're supposed to drive the boat on the boat.
I thought I'd try a new tactic.
Kev's just going to push us all the way up the canal. So you can see that the exit is here, but we're a bit too long to just turn right. We're now reversing backwards out of the marina. And we are heading around this way and up that misty, murky place. So, goodbye Crick Marina.
See you, mate.
See you in May. I wonder which marina we might head to next.
Well, there are multiple marinas that we could stop at. Why we asked you, I think it was last week's vlog, did you want 2 shorter videos a week or just one, keep it as it is, one longer one? Why we're doing that and we're going to change to maybe 2 videos a week rather than one long one, I think, and we need to change our introduction to why not join Kev and Emma and Alfie and Molly while we cruise a Great British network showing you marina to marina after breakdown after breakdown. Nobody does that. Nobody goes and pulls into a marina to give you a view of that marina and what the breakdown. Maybe that's our new thing for our
Well,
channel.
we visit every marina on the
every marina because we've broken down again.
No, I don't want to break down anymore, thank you very much. Is the boat charging at the moment?
Please hold caller. I will tell you in a second once the app loads up. It's drawing amps, but we're on 100%. So I would expect it to draw amps at 100% because it's got nothing to charge it for.
Okay.
But at the moment it's
100%. But we've just left the marina. Haven't we?
It's doing what I'd expect it to be doing, yes, which is drawing a few amps because it is at 100%. It doesn't need power.
Okay, we'll check in later. Just arriving at the tunnel.
That sounded like the second snail horn came to life.
Yeah, we've had the horns are a bit intermittent.
Oh yeah.
So
Back up to 600 decibels.
together.
I think I'm going to do the horn.
Ooh, that's nice and loud. Dogs are not impressed with that at all. So yeah, I can see it's not a very long tunnel, Crick Tunnel, not compared to Proudest or Blissworth, because the light at the end of the tunnel is much bigger. Here we are, coming out into the light after a very wet and soggy tunnel. That was wet and soggy. All of the hoods were up.
Wet?
Yeah, it was a bit soggy, wasn't it? So, this is our first stop. Kev's got a meeting for a couple of hours, so we're just going to moor up, just up here. Did you say that there's Armco?
It looks like it from here.
Armco, nice field, open spaces, perfect for Starling. It's a beautiful mooring spot. Shame we're only stopping for an hour or so.
Drive for a second.
We are just about to start cruising again. Kev's finished his meeting and we are at 91.7%. I have just made us a brunch. We had sausage, bacon, egg, beans, and I did use the air fryer, which is why quite a chunk of power has come out. Let's see what we're on when we finish the cruise. So here we go again. Meeting done, brunch consumed. Sun is trying to break through. It was glaring half an hour ago.
Yeah, it's hiding behind that big cloud up there.
Hopefully it'll come out again soon. Molly Flock's looking out the window.
Very dirty.
Very dirty window. Seeing as it's our first cruise of 2025, I thought we might we'll do a little bit of reflecting. We spent a large part of it on the K&A, then we moved on to the Thames, and then we've come up the Grand Union all the way up to the Leicester line, which is where we kind of finished the new year. So a fair few miles we have travelled this year. So okay, let's do favourite place that you have moored.
Favourite?
Yeah, the whole of 2024 from January to December. It's really hard because we've moored in some beautiful places.
Really beautiful. I suppose probably one that I probably really liked, we've called it two different names in different vlogs, is the cow field or the sheep field on the Kennet and Avon. Probably that one for me sticks out of all of them, I think.
It was beautiful, and there were some funny moments. The cows were hilarious. This bullock obviously thinks the rope tastes nice.
So what would you say is your favourite one?
Favourite mooring spot? It is difficult.
It's really difficult.
I think for me it would be the Tring reservoirs. Very nice mooring, nice and quiet and peaceful. And then here's Kev. But here is our view. We are at Tring reservoirs and they are absolutely stunning. I really enjoyed Tring reservoir, and I think if we weren't gunning it back to Braunston for the blacking and the trip to Spain, I think I'd like to have spent a bit more time there.
It was nice, even though I caught no fish.
Even though, yeah, Kev wasn't keen because didn't catch any fish.
No.
So let's stay on the positive. For me, so let's do best memory of 2024.
For me, I think it was probably Little Venice, but where we stayed in Little Venice on Rembrandt's Garden, that was stunning. That was, you're right in the centre of London almost, tube or a train away, really nice mooring, very quiet. I really enjoyed Little Venice.
So we are going to head around the island and then more up. Is that the Regent's Canal down there?
That's Regent's, yeah.
Okay. And then more up over there. And that's the Regent's Canal down that way. So here we are. This is our Little Venice mooring for 2 nights. You see the trip boat going past just here. And perfect for the dogs because we are right by Rembrandt's Garden. I mean, look at that as a view. You wouldn't have thought that we were in London, would you? So we've had so many. We've had a lot of really, really good memories. It's really difficult to choose. Oh, I'll tell you when was a good memory for me. When Christopher surprised us on the K&A. We were in Bradford-on-Avon, and he called me. Kev was having a snooze because he wasn't very well. Back of the boat. I was sat on the back of the boat in the sun in Bradford-on-Avon, and my brother called me. He said, "Where are you?" And we've got a tracking app, so he knows where we are. And I said, "We're in Bradford-on-Avon." And he went, "Oh, funny that, so am I." And he literally drove from Southampton to Somerset. I think Bradford-on-Avon's in Somerset. To Somerset, literally for the night. And it was just, you know, I mean, it's the crazy thing my brother would do, but it was a really good memory. Okay, so what is the one thing that you would not repeat at all from 2024?
Getting COVID.
Minor.
I don't want to repeat that, but probably for me it's a no-brainer. The tidal part of the Thames. Didn't enjoy it, didn't like it, didn't want to do it, stressed me out. I'd never do it again. So the day's come. Can't say I'm looking forward to this. At this moment, right in time, I'd rather dig my eyeballs out with a blunt spoon than do this.
It's a bit dramatic. Yeah, good to go.
So we're good to go. We just wait for Calvin to go, arrive, and then I guess...
Couple of hours and it'll all be over.
Yeah.
And Kev can just...
3
I
o'clock
think we're literally going to get to Brentford,
and collapse.
find a mooring, and then just stop and probably go to the pub. We are leaving Teddington Lock. Let's see how different it is from the inland waters. Kev's imagining some kind of, you know, like surfing water that we're gonna come across.
I think I've watched too many of those fishing documentaries where they're out on the Bering Sea.
Yeah.
So Thames for me. What about you?
That's fair enough. Things I would not repeat. Probably something really practical, actually, because you know there wasn't anything last year that was like, oh my goodness, that was horrendous. So for me, it would be just remembering to not have powerful items on together. So when we had the washing machine and the hot water on, and then we blew the mega fuse and didn't have power and had to sort that out and what have you. I think the lessons learned there, I think it's a practical one for me. So we're just going under the M1, isn't it? Just going under the M1 because we are about to arrive at the Watford Locks. Okay, so we're gonna leave the filming there. Kev might be brave and do a little bit, but the staircase lock's quite dangerous and it needs concentration. I'm going to be off with my windlass, so the bow footage will pick it up from here.
Emma's just going to go and check in with the lock keepers. I pulled all the fenders up, but you have to go and check in. I don't know if it's the same on every staircase, but it is on the ones that we've done so far, that there's always been a lock keeper on duty, at least one or two. They will let you do them on their own. I can't remember the rhyme now. White before red, you're all right. Red before white, no, something like that. One of them you're dead anyway, so. So, engine update. I can't remember what we left you on when Em showed you when we started cruising again, but we are already back up to 100%. We've only been going 35 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it was, not long, but it's putting amps into the boat. So at the moment, fingers crossed, that's good news, but for now I'm getting quite bored, so I'm going to go find her. So it looks like Emma has found the lock keeper, and both Emma and, I didn't actually get the lady's name, the lock keeper are setting the first lock ready for me to come into. So we're at the first lock, bigger gates behind me, you'll see as the lock drains in a minute, much bigger gates behind me, and you literally come out of one lock straight into the next lock, straight down, straight into the next one, and so on and so on and so on. As you can, I don't know if you can hear, it's getting a lot noisier. It's not a massively leaky one. Take the city green top off. It is a leaky one. As you can see, it's a lot colder down here in the chamber. It's quite chilly. Hence why I've got the big coat on, because it is quite cold in here. Gates are open. into the next day back.
So there you go, Watford flight done. It is 2:45 and I'm not quite sure how far we've got to go, not too far.
Well,
we're just going to
go to Leicester.
Go down to the end of the Leicester, turn right, find somewhere to moor up.
How many blasts of the horn to turn right do we need to do? Do you remember?
No. Can you?
No. I was hoping you would.
The CRT put something on social media recently because we were talking about horn blasts and like he's ages ago, wasn't it? And Kev was like, there's a definite pattern to it, and it's like it's either 1 to go right and 2 to go left,
or the other way round,
and then a long one when you're going into a tunnel or round a blind bend. There were some other ones as well. Oh, that's it. If you're turning round, but you're going right. If you're turning round, going left. Yeah, there was all sorts. But yeah, might need to find that out again. See if we can work it out.
The last 2.5, 3 years, all I've done is gone blast and the hoarders out as I can.
I wonder if we're charging at the moment.
There we go. Lock keep taking the signs down.
Yeah, we were the last ones of the day. It's so strange coming along this section because we are literally running parallel to the M1 motorway. There's all those people scurrying along in their cars, have absolutely no idea that there is a peaceful, tranquil canal just over this side, just next to them. I certainly was never aware of it when I was travelling on the M1. Lock's done. Let's carry on with the reflection. So, what was the funniest moment for you last year?
The what?
The funniest moment, 2024.
I'm not sure how funny it was, but it made us laugh for ages. It was when we were on the Thames and we were on that really precarious mooring where the rope's over bushes and everything, and the flow was quite strong. I'd untied everything, jumped on, you dragged the centre line across, knocked the phone, the brand new gimbal into the bottom of the canal with the gangplank moving, and for some reason I then jumped back off the boat while you with the boat, the gimbal and phone had sunk.
I was heading off down the Thames.
And the gangplank was still moving.
Okay, so we've just had a little bit of a traumatic leaving our Thames mooring. We did a bit to camera. And we also filmed the really tricky, we were in a really, if you look behind, it was kind of that really dense bushes, and so we had a plan how to get off of the mooring because our gangplank was maxed out. It was stretched to the max, which we've been on before on the K&A, but obviously on the Thames you've got flow as well. So but we're off the mooring. We've still got our gangplank. The boat's okay.
We've still got our boat.
And we're okay. And that's all that matters.
At the end of the day, it's a bit of tech. We replace it.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Up until that point, our exit was perfect, wasn't it? It was spot on.
The plan we had had.
And then all of a sudden, the gangplank started going. Kev jumped off, and the gangplank like literally, it wasn't safe enough for him to get back on.
And I had to ram the boat in reverse to pull it back so I could try and make the gangplank straight-ish. Meanwhile, the bow's going out that way. So
it was a bit of a comedy moment.
It was like a bit of a Laurel and Hardy moment.
Yeah. So, again, Kev's stolen my funniest moment. I mean,
asked me first then.
I literally, we belly laughed. It was hilarious. Whereas for me, actually, I've just thought of one. When we came into Hungerford, and there's that bridge. You've got the lock with the swing bridge across it for the cows, and Kev trod in the cow shit. Kev trod in the cow shit, and then he was really cross and grumpy.
Cow shit.
And then we both were so distracted that we didn't realise we'd left the paddle up, so we wondered why it was taking so long to try and fill the damn lock. That was a little bit of a comedy moment as well, wasn't it?
It was warm in my toes.
Yeah, it wasn't very nice, but it was funny for me. I thought it was funny anyway. So, you can see, Kev's just closing that bottom gate. I think he's just stood in a cow pat, possibly. Not happy. There is the said cow pat that Kev trod in. I mean, if he's stuck to the path... Oh no, it's on the path as well. Good job I came and checked it out. It's a little bit funny. Do you know what? Wherever there's cows, there's likely to be a few pats. Not happy. Okay, last question. Something that you are most proud of from last year?
It has to be the painting of the boat. I think from the state that she was in and the amount of work that we both put into it and how she looks now, although she looks very dirty now because it's winter, boats get dirty, but yeah, probably the painting of the boat. I think even with the disasters that we had.
Yeah, that's a really good
learning curves that we had.
That's a really good one actually, because we worked incredibly hard, and we did have a few disasters because we've never painted a boat before.
Learning curves.
But actually, she looks stunning. For me, it is starting a YouTube channel, learning how to edit. We forget that it feels like we've been doing it for ages, but actually we went live, it was March or April last year, so we haven't even been doing it a year yet. And I had absolutely no editing experience whatsoever. I mean, you can probably tell by the videos, to be fair. It's improved slightly, but I'm still no expert. But I'm really proud of what we've achieved. When we first let our first vlog went live, I remember we were on the K&A. We were down at the boathouse.
Yep.
And we literally went in the pub. We let it go live, and then we went in the pub for 2 hours. And we said that we're not going to look at it.
We didn't check.
Not going to do anything. We'll go back after 2 hours. And we had a little conversation and a little bet on how many people we think might have watched it. And I think you said 10.
I think I said 10, didn't I?
I think I was a bit more optimistic and said something like 50. And after 2 hours, there were like 200 people who watched us there.
I think it was near knocking on 300 people.
We were absolutely astounded, and we still are to this day, to be fair. You know, we started the channel to document our lives so we can look back on them in years to come. And, you know, just thought, oh, we'll make it public, and then if people want to watch, they can watch. We enjoy watching other people's vlogs. We follow a lot of vloggers. So we thought, well, you know, there might be somebody out there who fancies watching us. And we now have a bit of a hardcore of followers that comment every week. We know they're out there, and yeah, it's been incredible, and I'm really proud of that. Yeah, really proud of that.
So I've got another one that follows on from that. Is I'm proud of last year for you completing your first year living full time on the boat. You never complain, you never moan, you never whinge, you just get on with it.
Well, that's because I love it. So we've stopped just before Bridge 1, which I can see in the distance. It's a wooden bridge. Takes you out onto the Grand Union again, off the Leicester line. So tomorrow morning it won't be very much of a journey. We're not far from where we wanted to be, basically. Did you pick up the vlogging phone?
Got it.
The bow camera.
Got a problem.
What?
You know the video, it sits on the bow and it videos what you're going forward. I had it turned around so it's video in that way.
So we've got a couple of hours, few hours
On the
of
solar panel.
the solar panel.
If anybody would like to see that footage, let us know and we'll do you 2.5 hours of a solar panel.
Yet another fail from Kev on the bow camera.
Yes.
So, and this is where we'll be for the night. We'll pick this up in the morning.
Morning. Even after all this time, I still get embarrassed when we go past people and I'm waffling on.
Is the boat charging at the moment?
You asked me at the most awkward time.
Okay, well don't look now then.
No, I can look because we don't really go that fast.
So about 20 minutes I reckon, and then head towards the top of the Watford locks. Oh, that was wet. Oh yeah, this bit's quite drippy. Ugh.
Cup of tea up.
You don't get any tunnel drip in you.
Tunnel trees in it.
I'm just trying to get you. People like to see you, Plops. People like to see you.
As you can see, we're a lot higher down now. Higher down, lower down. Now this one, look at that. Sunshine, non-sunshine.
Bow camera's probably died. Oh, something just flew at me.